A lot of you guys who are trying to be aspiring day traders probably already know every single strategy, every single confluence, pretty much every single thing that you guys need to know in order to turn profitable in day trading, but for some reason, there's something holding you back. And today I'm going to talk about what that one thing might be, and it's going to be discipline. And if you guys are going to get in here and want to find some sort of crazy, edited, really obnoxious YouTube video that's not going to be for you, just hold on with me for whatever the next 10, 12 minutes is going to be, and this could change your entire trading career. First things first, let's jump right into what discipline even is. Okay, so discipline is having the will and the motivation to be able to do something consistency for long periods of time without necessarily reaping rewards immediately. Okay, so there's going to be a mix of consistency along with patience involved with this skill that is necessary in order to become a profitable trader. Okay, so going a little bit deeper into what discipline is, let's say I know that I should be waking up early at 5 a.m. every single morning, and I say I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning. Motivation can be the first little fuel to the flame where we can say, maybe for the first week, I'm like, rah, I'm super motivated and I really want to be this new type of person. And that can get us all the way up until a week. And that's pretty much when motivation dies out and discipline has to take over. Because discipline is doing hard shit that you guys know you should do, but you really don't want to, okay? And I think especially in our time and era with short forms of dopamine, whether that be social media, whether that be recreational drugs, or really anything, okay, that gives you short-term rewards, okay? Short-term work gives you short-term rewards. Long-term work gives you long-term rewards. So when we think about discipline, we think, okay, we have to be consistent and we have to understand that the work that we're doing right now, today, might not affect us tomorrow, might not affect us a week from now, but it will affect us a year from now, six months from now, 3 months from now, even a month from now. It will give us some sort of small reward. And that's the biggest key with discipline. Okay. And as you guys know, within trading, if we can have discipline, if we can stick to our trading plan, if we can stick to our risk management, and if we can lock into our psychology, which discipline is a part of, then in turn, over the course of time, we are going to end up being profitable traders. So with that in mind, you guys also have to take into account that you guys can't just be disciplined within one aspect of your life. You guys have to have a full disciplined life in order to be disciplined in everything, okay, which trading is included. So if you guys lead a undisciplined life, you guys are going to be undisciplined traders. So that's what I want to get into right now, is talking about how you guys can lead a more disciplined life. Okay, I want you guys to think about some of your guys' worst habits. And before you guys go any further, stop right there. I guarantee you guys thought of something right now, or at least two things that you know you are doing that you definitely should not be doing on a daily basis, whether that's vaping, choking your shit, whatever it may be, smoking weed. You guys should not be doing that, okay? And you guys already thought of it, so you guys already know what your worst habit is, okay? How are we going to be disciplined in our lives? By cutting out the bad habits that we have in our real lives, and then in turn, that's going to translate to our trading. Because if we're able to take away those short forms of dopamine in our regular life, and we can see our life in a long-term perspective, and we can see what can I do day to day to live a healthy, happy, and honestly, like abundant life, then in turn, that is going to lead to us living that way. Okay, instead of just chasing short-term dopamine boosts. Okay, so that's the first thing, leading a overall disciplined life. And there's a bunch of other ways that you guys can lead a disciplined life, okay? And I'm not necessarily here to tell you guys exactly how to live your life, okay? I'm just here to give you guys trading advice. So with that being said, we understand that we have to keep our lives disciplined in order to become a disciplined trader. But what even is involved with being a disciplined trader? And that's mainly why you guys are here. So we'll get right into that because, you know, it's pretty easy to understand what you should and shouldn't be doing in life. But let's say you guys are new to trading and you don't necessarily know what you guys should be doing within trading. So first things first, we're going to be talking about risk management, okay? Because again, if we think in terms of short-term work, short-term reward, with risk management, we're thinking, oh, how can we do the littlest amount of work in order to get the greatest reward? And that's probably going to be leveraging our entire portfolio every single day to make a super absurd return, or have the potential to make a super absurd return. But is this sustainable in the long term? No. So what do we have to have the discipline to be able to do? We have to have discipline in order to place trades with lower risk so that we can live to trade another day. Again, what does the ability of living to trade another day give us the opportunity to do? Be able to trade with that same trading account, be able to compound that trading account over a couple months, over a couple years, to grow it and see the long-term vision of who you can become overall as a trader, instead of just seeking that little short-term reward, which is a 1 to 2x account rip up off of a full ported trade. And who knows, if you guys do that over and over and over again, more often than not, you are going to end up blowing your account completely and losing everything. And is that what we want? No. Same thing with leading a disciplined life. If we keep feeding off of those short-term dopamine boosts, are we going to live a disciplined, happy, and fulfilled and abundant life? Probably not, because we're chasing these small, short-term work things with short-term rewards. Same thing in trading. So moving on from just risk management, I'm sure all you guys know, hey, we're supposed to use risk management. How can we practice discipline in other areas of trading? Okay, and this can be shown in several different ways that involve psychology. So there's going to be several different emotions involved, and then also patience. Okay, so how can we focus on our patience? How can we be a disciplined and patient trader? It's plain and simple, just waiting for your trade setup to approach, okay? Because a lot of people, they get really excited, again, thinking in the short term, thinking, oh, I can make so much, like literally they start shaking. Oh, I can make so much money on this one trade that's coming up, and there's no other trade like it, and this is the best trade setup that I've seen all year. Newsflash, that trade will probably end up being a loss. Every time somebody says, no, I was so mad that I blew my funded account, or I was so mad that I lost my live account because I saw this next trade that would have passed the funded account, or it would have made me get a 3x return on my live account. No, bro. This market is going to be here forever. You guys are going to be able to trade tomorrow. You guys are going to be able to trade in a week from now. You guys are going to be able to trade 6 years from now. There's always another day to trade. There's no reason to be stressing and obsessing over the very next trade to take. Take your time, follow your trading plan, and maybe that's something I need to make a video on in the future, on how to structure a trading plan. Okay, but follow that plan, and if the setup approaches, awesome, take the trade, but don't force the trade to happen. Because again, if you force a trade to happen, what's going to happen? Odds are it's going to be a loss. Okay, so that covers patience. We need to follow our trading plan. We covered risk management, how we can avoid being, I guess this kind of gets into the emotion part of things, where greed of us wanting to make more and more money. Okay, again, what does that involve? Our short-term dopamine, okay? Because if we think about this on the long term, hey, if I can turn into a profitable trader, if I can just understand where price wants to go day in and day out, I'm an infinite money glitch at that point in time, right? Because if we know where the market wants to go 24/7, 365, and all that we have to do is wait for our trade setup to approach, and more often than not, we are going to make a winning trade, just based off of probability. Over the course of time, your money is going to compound and you're going to make more money in the market, versus over leveraging, trying to extend your take profits, which involves greed. Okay, we cannot be doing that. So again, we should never be moving our stop losses. We should never be extending our take profits, because by extending our take profits to the upside or to the downside, regardless, you're involving greed. Okay, greed is a horrible emotion to have within the market, because you can get overconfident and you can want to make more and more. Okay, if price hits a confluence where you're probably thinking, oh, like before you even entered the trade and before you saw that dollar sign of how much you were up within the trade, and you were like, this is probably where price is going to reverse, and then price hits that point and you're like, man, if it just goes up an extra 3 more ticks, I'll make $1,000 extra. But then what happens? Price reverse at the price range that you thought it was going to reverse at, and now instead of making an extra $1,000, You just lost money because you didn't take profit where you were supposed to. Now let's talk about fear, okay? With our stop loss. Our stop loss is supposed to represent a price which invalidates our trade idea. Okay, so if our trade idea gets invalidated and hits that price, we want to exit the trade. So why on earth would you guys be moving your stop loss down? It's because you're scared of losing money. Okay, but newsflash, if you guys keep moving your stop loss down, you're going to lose more and more money. You need to place your stop loss. You guys have to have the discipline and consistency of understanding that, hey, this stuff is painful. Even though it doesn't necessarily sound painful, you guys need to rewire your brain into thinking, how can I make the most amount of money today in a much longer period of time? Thinking, how can I make the most amount of money over the course of my entire life? By understanding the skill of trading, which is understanding where price wants to go on a day-to-day basis. We're not focused on the, and think about that sentence, we're not focused on the monetary aspect of it. We're focused on how can we understand price action. Okay, and that you guys can go reference the bootcamp. You guys can go reference any of my other videos, the trading transformation, where I teach you guys how to actually analyze price action and understanding where price is going to go on a daily basis. And by using those, we are going to be able to turn into profitable traders. And on top of that, by keeping our emotions and being disciplined to our trading plan, to our risk management plan. And discipline is in reality one of the easiest things to master. And a lot of you guys clicked on this video probably knowing exactly what I was going to say within this video. So we'll keep this ending very short and sweet. You guys know exactly what you guys need to do on a daily basis. But why aren't you doing it? Because you're an undisciplined human. So you need to change what you're doing in your life in order to change how you guys trade. You guys already know, based on the start of this video, know exactly what you have to change in your life in order for it to affect your trading. If you're an undisciplined human, you're going to be an undisciplined trader. Plain and simple. And if you know that you're an undisciplined human, take that upon yourself. Sit yourself up. You're probably laying in fucking bed right now. It's probably really late. Start going to bed early. Start waking up early. Start structuring your day how a disciplined person would. And you can use that motivation for the first little fuel to the flame for the first week. And allegedly, habits take 6 weeks to form. If you can just stick to that shit for 6 weeks straight by sticking to your take profits and your stop loss, by sticking to your risk management plan, by sticking to your trading plan, being patient, waiting for the trades to come to you instead of you trying to force the trades onto the market, you guys are going to end up being a profitable trader. Not only will you be a disciplined trader, but you will end up being a profitable trader. And that's as simple as it gets. So with that being said, I love and appreciate you guys. Little quick video. Figured I'd sit on my ass and ramble to you guys for a little bit. Hopefully you guys found at least a couple pieces of information that helped you guys. And if anything, you guys probably watched this video and you were like, damn, I already knew everything that I needed to do, but I'm just too much of a bitch to do it. So now's your time to start. Don't start tomorrow. Start today. Not one day. Day one. Love and appreciate you guys. Peace out.